Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. Hello. Good morning. We are live today. We're going to work on some more FiveM. Eventually, all this stuff will get off the screen and it will go ahead and detect we are live. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you're doing well today. I'm just going to get all the info saying we're live out there. We are live. Welcome. Do some FiveM today. Oh, again, we're still working on FiveM. We are still working on FiveM, but there we go. Now it detects we're live. We are all good. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Let me just go ahead and tweet this out, and we'll get started on working on our server today. You'll see how it goes. Maybe I can join a couple servers and mess around a little bit with you guys today as well. We'll see how it goes. All right. Notifications have been sent out, so we should be good to go. Just gonna pull this up so I can see chat. There we go. All right. I'm all good. I can see chat. Got everything set up. It should be good to go. I don't exactly know what we're going to talk and work on today in terms of FiveM, but I'm going to see what we can do. I think it would be cool to just kind of mess around a little bit on stuff. See what we can do. Good morning, person in the chat. Hello. I could create my own framework. Oh boy. That would be a lot of work. That would be quite a lot of work. But it would be cool. I mean, the thing with making your own framework though is then everybody has to make stuff for it, and you have to make like a whole API for it. It'd be pretty crazy to do. I'd prefer to probably put together like a server which has God, what's the word of it? Like a template for a server versus a whole framework. How am I this morning and how am I? I'm doing all right. Doing quite all right. Little tired, but not going to be as long of a stream as yesterday, but a little tired, but I'm still making through stuff. I did a bunch of schoolwork this morning. Hopefully you are all good in chat as well. A couple things I wanted to note just for this stream. We now have subscriber alerts. You can see someone just subscribed at the top, so thank you for subscribing. And then we also have chat and super chat notifications working as well. So all of that is going to be running now that I'm getting into streaming. Can you do a video on how to set up LVC 3.0 with server-side sirens? I have plans for that, yes. I went over LVC 3.0 yesterday, and I can just show you the config a little bit right now. But yes, I do have plans for that with my server-side siren video as well. But pretty much what you would do is you would just modify the sirens.lua file. And with your server-side siren script, it will give you, hopefully, the string for the names of the sirens. And you would just change it in here to match the ones you need. And you'll probably add something at the top of this file that lets those sirens be streamed to this folder. But it is something I'm looking into for sure. You should make your FiveM cars. Like, just make cars. I am not a modeler. I would make some really bad cars. There's so many people who are actually good at it. I wouldn't want to get in their way. Of course, I'm happy to help, J-Man. I'm glad that I was able to help you find some scripts. Every time you install Mumble VoIP, nobody can hear each other. It's most likely, if I remember correctly with Mumble, it's probably a configuration. I haven't messed with VoIP for a while. I know is it like this one that you're using? Is it like Tokyo VoIP? I don't know which one's like actively used nowadays, but you may want to just make sure you find one that's like actively updated. This one seems quite old too. I just use vMenu for voice audio, so I'm not that sure. PMA voice, yes, that's the one I've heard a lot about. So if you're interested in a voice thing, check out PMA voice. If I remember correctly, that's like the most actively used one. Yeah. I actually installed this the other day, I think. Maybe. I think I did it for the phone video. Oh, it also works in Redem. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Will this be a public server? Probably not. This is... I normally use this server just for friends and recording 5PD. But maybe eventually I'll release it. We'll see. I don't think so, though. It would be too much of a hassle to run full-time. US Gaming 8815 said, thanks for the videos. I've been making my own server, and I have gotten a lot of scripts. Well, I'm glad I've been able to help you find some scripts. That's awesome. Hopefully you keep working on it, and you know that's the way to really do it. So if anybody wants SIM cards for that phone resource, apparently there are add-ons for it, which is awesome. If you want SIM cards, there you go. A lot of different stuff around. There's some cool stuff. A 911 script, standalone. So if whoever was looking for a panic and 911 command script that was open source and like standalone, there is one here. I know someone asked me that a couple days ago. Your videos are a stress saver. I'm glad they're a stress saver. Hopefully, I'm glad they're helping people. I know the channel's been a little bit on the lower content recently, and I've only started picking up in the last week with all the new live streams and 5PD back and shorts back. But I'm glad it's still helping people. There's a lot of videos. I think we have over 1,000. But very cool. What base is this? Like, what's the framework being used? Nothing but the default FiveM framework. I'm not using QB Core, not using ESX or anything. It's just every resource that I have in this server are standalone, and they all just work together because that's how we've set it up, which is pretty cool. All right, I did want to check out that public transport AI thing. To start off, I just gotta find where it is. I remember it was somewhere on the forums. Yes, it is. New version here. This is it. So public transport AI lets the AI drive buses around your FiveM server, and then they actually pick you up, which is really cool. So I think we should install this, and I think it'd be pretty cool to see. So is it just going to be vMenu to do everything? This isn't going to be probably a public server. The only people who play on it are close friends who record 5PD. So it's probably... vMenu is probably going to be our best option. I don't think adding a framework is going to be doing anything for us in those types of videos. If it was a public server, maybe I would think differently. Hey Sky, welcome to the stream today. All right, let's get started by downloading public transport AI. That sounds fun. Never actually tried this. Well, I tried it when it was in beta, but I never actually tried the full version of it. I just dragged it into the wrong place. Where are you? Public transport, rename, get rid of that dash main, just like that. And copy the name of that folder. Let me know if the music is good and everything. I don't know if it is too loud or too low or anything like that. Add in Shure to our thing, and we'll start up our server and try it out. Can I make a video on the NAT2K15 phone script? Is it a standalone script? Is it using a framework? What kind of is it? I'll look into it for sure. Let me know what it is. But I will take a look at it. All right. While our server loads up, I'm just going to take a look at the config file for public transport. See what we have in here. How long should it wait in bus stops? 8 seconds. What's the driving style? That's pretty cool. Average speed, and then the routes. So you can add multiple routes. So you can have buses driving around at different places. That's awesome. Yeah, I could just start the whole resources folder. That is true. I just don't. I just like starting everything individually so I can remove it easily if I need to. Let's look at, it's probably pinned on their profile, right? Is it their framework, or you said it's a phone? I don't see anything on their phone unless it's their framework. This seems to... Are you sure they have a phone script? If you know the name of it, let me know. All right. Add config roots. That's fine. Do / refresh or restart. You're done. Everything should work fine. Once you are done baking the new roots, remove from the FF manifest. So this is a private server, so I don't have to do that. Run /bake. Okay, cool. You can actually make the researches pretty easy indeed. Let's hop in game and check out this public transport. You have to go to their website. Is it this one? GC phone? Yes, it's this one. This is the Mumble one, I guess someone was trying to install earlier too. MySQL sync. Seems like every resource uses. I can further look into this one. From what I can tell, it should be drag and drop with as long as you have these two installed with it. For some reason, when I try to set up an NPWD, the MySQL database will not load, like the web page. So if you mean PHPMyAdmin, God, I can try to explain this. If you install it using XAMPP, if you open your XAMPP control panel, make sure Apache is on and MySQL is on. And then if Apache and MySQL is on, when you go to MySQL, if you press admin, it should take you to the PHP website. If it doesn't load, then try reinstalling it. Come on, game. Let's not go slow today. Let's try to get in a little faster. God, everybody loves phone scripts. Let's see what this one... I'm searching for that phone script that you said, but I don't. Oh, I found it. No, I don't. Oh, maybe I did. Hold on. This one? It's a paid one, so unless the author reaches out, I'll probably not cover it, but if the author wants to reach out, I could probably take a look at it. How much are they selling? I'm just interested. I'm not gonna buy it, but I want to see what people sell these stuff for. LuxArt vehicle control, but you don't have a menu like I do. Are you running version 3? If you're running LuxArt vehicle control version 3, that's the one that has the menu. $34. Hey Quentin, I got your Discord messages, but only like 10 seconds before I went online. But what error do you get from your MySQL database? Yes, Lieutenant Customs, I have plans to do a video on server-side sirens and then connecting it to LuxArt soon. I'm going to try to work on that this week. All right. So I think this public transport thing runs in downtown, if I remember correctly. Because if we look on the map, it's these little icons. So I guess I'll wait at the bus stop. Yeah, I know. Get out of the way. I think most phones could be worth $50 to $100 for lifetime plus updates. I'm in support of supporting authors as long as they update stuff and keep it bug free. I think that's completely fair. If you're making this a public server, would you recommend vMenu as a main way to get everything, or is there another resource you would use? It would come down to whatever your like main system you want to run is. If you're running something like ESX, vMenu probably isn't your best bet. But if you're running something like a lot of standalone resources and you want it to be a vMenu server, I would do vMenu. But if you're running a core, you shouldn't. You should use the stuff that comes with the core. You had this script and it can be buggy. Yeah, I had it when it was an early version for testing, but this is apparently a better release. I just don't know how to actually spawn the bus to come. I don't know if it spawns automatically. Oh, no, bus. Come on. Well, it ran through a red light. Bus, stop. Can I get on? Okay. Thank you. Well, other than him running through the red lights and almost hitting cars, that was a close one. I'm just gonna ride this line and see what happens. Okay, he only stops at red lights if there's someone in front of him. Sky, the link to Wix script. Happy to send one, but I guess you know which one you're talking about. Yeah, the buses do seem to drive pretty crazy. Okay, we're cut across 2 lanes of traffic. Any graphic mods that's free? I don't know of any good free graphic mods. I know NVE is the best paid one. Maybe someone in chat who uses a free graphics mod can comment, but I've used NVE since it came out in the first month. It's totally worth the whatever I pay for it per month. I think $5-10. Totally worth the money. Oh my god. Okay, now we have 3 buses all... What in the world? Oh my god. Okay, whoever was saying this was buggy, I can see that now. Quentin, I'm gonna give you mod since I know you now, so you can have mod so you can put things. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty buggy, clearly. I like how they spend less time at the bus stops than they do just running around. Quant V had something going on for sure. That's why I like NVE, because NVE has like a certified Patreon behind it, and it has an actual development team. I think NVE is just the one to go with if you can. Lux Vehicle Control, yeah, sure. Lux Vehicle Control 3 should be at this link. I'll send it in chat for you. It is on GitHub, so you should be able to find it here. There you go. Quant V deleted your entire disk and storage if you used a leaked version from it. Well, that is some DRM method. Completely illegal and stupid method, but that's one way of doing it. All right, there's the link to LuxArt in chat for you. Well, I'm gonna let these buses just drive around. I don't think I'm gonna use it. Oh boy. Yeah, they need to learn how to drive is my point of view at it. I'm gonna get off at this bus station. Oh my god. Are we gonna stop here? Is this our bus stop? Oh, we're apparently getting in line to get stuck. Oh, okay. Maybe, are we on a different route? Nope, we're not even gonna stop there. All right, I'm gonna get off the bus. Oh my god, I jumped through the window. All right, thoughts on sites such as launcher leaks and stuff. Support developers, don't use leaks. That's my full statement on it. I'm a developer myself for Minecraft stuff, and I battle with leaks all the time. They are not fun for developers. They cause hassle, and they hurt us a lot. You can make your own routes as well. Maybe they'll drive better. I'll never tried. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make my own routes. I'm just going to leave them driving around. They're pretty funny. So I don't mind leaving them to just drive around a little bit. There's a 60-second delay. I don't know what the delay is. The way to test the delay is send something in chat and then send see when it pops up on screen. That's a good way to test the delay on this stream. I think it's supposed to be like 10 seconds. I swear there's a resource for trains, Quentin. One to 5 second delay. Yeah, it should not be that much. I'm running at a very set bandwidth and everything, and it should be running pretty fine. FiveM leak sites are illegal, yeah. Leaking anything that's copyrighted is illegal. They do it anyway, though, because they don't care. How do I find all my mods? They are all on the forums. I found every single one of my mods on the forums for FiveM or on GTA Police mods or something like that. All right, let's see what the script does. Spawns synced working and driving freight trains on the railroad tracks of Los Santos. Metro carts. Players can walk around on the metro. There are tickets. I wonder if this is standalone. The second I started reading tickets and stuff, well. You can drive the trains? Oh, that's awesome. Oh no, they removed it. It was not stable enough. Well, that's okay. Where's the installer? I can't tell. That cracked your server? You've tried it? Oh. Well, good to know. You pretty much only review free stuff, though. Unless the author wants to reach out and let me review their paid stuff, I do free stuff a lot. Okay, so the reason I do free stuff is because I'm never going to use these resources again. I'm not going to pay $40, $50 per resource to cover it for a 5-minute video. It's just not worth it. All right. I've had a couple authors reach out wanting me to do videos on paid stuff, like London Studios I've done a lot of stuff with. Who else? The basketball script was paid. A couple things like that. I do it only if it's like a cool script. No, I've never used leak site and I never will. What streaming software do I use? XSplit. You could try one script that uses the tramway near Zancudo and Polito. Tramway? What do you mean by tramway? You mean like the cable car? The gondola thing? This thing? Oh, this thing. All right, let's try it. Why not? Maybe editing NVE would be a cool video or stream. I just got it to the point where it actually works for me without killing my FPS. I don't know if I want to start messing around with the settings again, honestly. It's possible though. All right, let's install this guy. Try it out. It'd be cool to have a working one. Gotta love Nightbot already working in chat. I've not seen Nightbot work in like a year. But it's cool to see someone actually trying to post stuff that Nightbot doesn't like. Kind of funny. Makes you feel like a real streamer. Since I did the basketball script, could you do the same with the R-Cores pool script? If they want to reach out to me, sure. Is it like playing pool? I would assume. Like setting a bunch of different sports. Yeah, sure. They want to send it to me. I'm happy to do it. Oh, look, it is working. Oh boy. Let's just get here. There goes the cart to the top of the invisible mountain that's still loading in. You developed the Tesla vehicle HUD on the forums like a week ago? I think I've seen it. I think I saw it on there. It's the UI one, right? It's a cool resource. Use Cosmo HUD? I have no clue what that is, but I'll look it up. Well, they don't have any pictures of it. But Jaden's asking what we're doing today. We are just messing around. Is this the Tesla one you're talking about? Because I've seen this one on there the other day. All right, let's try this car out. So it should let me get on theoretically, right? Press E to enter. I'll enter. I pressed E. E to enter. Can I get in? Press E to exit. Oh, walk it. Oh, press E when I'm in. Okay. Well, they could probably fix that. Does anyone have free heli/airplane add-ons? What type? The jet, yeah. So Quentin just linked the jet that I've been using. But I have a lot of them. Oh, cool. You can actually just ride up in it. So I'm guessing you're stuck. Yeah, so they freeze you so it doesn't. I went through a tree. They freeze you so it doesn't break. That makes sense. What can I have to chance to remove the siren select light for a police car? What do you mean, like the top light bar? If your car supports add-ons using the add-on menu and do like extras, it's probably removable through there. Every car that I install on the server has that pretty much. If I just do, I can show you when I get to the top of the mountain, but most cars have it built in. You should be able to remove it. Problem is to find a unique script idea. Well, I mean, there's plenty of things that people want that are paid that should be free. Really simple things. So maybe look into some of that, because I know people would probably really enjoy if you could find some. You can make something that's like free, but then is useful in a way, or paid, but like actually decently paid. Because there's some scripts that are really bad, even though they're paid. All right, made it all the way to the top. Awesome. So, Sky, do you mean like okay, now can I press E to get off here? I pressed E. I'm now stuck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you were able to remove the lights, but you can't remove the siren. So the siren would be something where you need to remove it in the files for the vehicle. Because if you spawn a vehicle, let's say I spawn a saved emergency vehicle here. The siren's still going to be there even if I God, where is it? Vehicle extras. Even if I turn on or off that top light bar, or every light bar on the car in that matter, I could have no light bar on this whole car. The siren's still going to work because it's still a police vehicle. So you got to just take a look at it and modify the vehicle controls to remove the siren. So people in chat are making some suggestions for the scripts that people could possibly want. Pretty cool. On V menu, there's a mute siren. Ooh, really? Under vehicle options? Toggle vehicle alarm? Oh, disable plane turbulence. I've been looking for that for a while. I don't know. I'm gonna save that though. Yeah, VMid, you may have something. You saw it earlier? Okay. Yeah, it's somewhere in there probably. So if you want to remove the siren, it's probably going to be... It's probably going to be the type of vehicle. Trying to find something where I could showcase that. It'd probably be like a vehicles.meta. And then you would need to change it from... You would probably need to change the flags from like emergency. Or you may need to actually modify the files internally. I honestly have no idea. I've never actually removed or removed a siren from a vehicle before. That's something you would have to just kind of go through. Every vehicle that you have from GTA mods has always closed FiveM, like cracked FiveM. I've never had a problem with vehicles cracking FiveM unless they were like bad models. Just a question, why don't you use Visual Studio? For what? Development? I use Razer for development. I'm kind of in I'm in a good place with the JetBrains development. I use it for my Minecraft stuff on IntelliJ and stuff, so I'm just used to what Razer does. Just easier on my end. Am I gonna host my server on a hosting provider? Probably not. There's really no point. If I did, it would be a dedicated server or something. Do I have a parachute? I hope I have a parachute. I don't have a parachute. Oh boy. With Lux vehicle control, I have a vehicle that's replaced Police 3 and I gave it a siren. Yeah, you can do that. I think Lux can help override all sirens in the game, right? Theoretically. Did you have a try with Unity game engine? I prefer Unreal when I'm messing around with stuff. All right. Let's take a couple looks over on the forums. See what else we can find. I'm a very new developer as of yesterday. You're a 12-year C# developer, but you're only starting FiveM scripts now. Where's a good place to start? Interesting. So when starting FiveM development, I would say try to make scripts that really... God, it's probably... They need to do something. They shouldn't be too extreme at first. You can make things that are useful, like maybe a script where like a new cuff script, for example. Just try to maybe convert things that used to be in Lua to C# and start there, and then that will get your experience up, and then you can start doing more and more on top of that. But that's where I would start. Are you asking how old I am, Sky? There's a siren script. Advanced vehicle control menu. Wasn't someone asking for this other day? I just use vMenu for it, honestly, but QB Core, vMenu, or ESX. This locally is a vMenu. But if you're looking for suggestions, if you want a framework, use QB. If you want to go vMenu, go ahead, but I recommend it for like private service only. Oh, Scott, you're wondering how old I am? 20. QB Core is better than ESX. I agree with you. It seems to be more supported recently, at least. What are these frameworks offering QB Core, ESX, and vMenu? Like, couldn't you just write scripts in .NET? So the frameworks are like the core resource. So QB Core, VRP, ESX, Essentials Mode. They are the core resource that like holds everything together, and then people make resources that hook in. So the frameworks are literally APIs that have the base things, and then people make resources to connect to it as add-ons, as extra jobs or inventory systems, etc. vMenu, meanwhile, is just this menu system which most people use for standalone servers because it has everything you need, and as long as you trust people with it, it does support permissions and everything. It keeps it easy. So that's kind of the differences between them. Most people use frameworks like QB Core or ESX because it's just easier to set up than standalone resources, but I personally like standalone and things like that. But there's a lot of different options. I don't think that was FR Fuel V2. Maybe it was. I don't know. I like the original. Can all the frameworks work together? No. I mean, VMen you can throw on any server you want, but ESX, QB Core, VRP, Essentials Mode all run separately. One for the server. And trust me, they're gonna break crazy if you try to put them on the same server. That's correct, Zayden. Most resources are drag and drop. They don't require SQL or anything, but there are quite a few that do require it. Just depends how the author does it. Where can I get the meta files for a Hydra? Like the default Hydra in the game? I don't think you can get the files directly unless you probably like got it through OpenIV for single player. Who would you recommend for server hosting? It depends on what you're doing. I always recommend doing it on a VPS or a dedicated server if you can afford it. But if you can't afford it, Zap hosting is probably going to be your best bet. Self-hosting if you're just doing it for friends at home. Is it typical to have a database set up too? Yeah, pretty typical. Hey, someone found the server on the server list. Good for you. That's funny. vMenu will break QB core. You'll lag so bad. I had no clue. I had no clue QB core could really break with vMenu. That's interesting. You got, oh, that's Lieutenant Customs. You got in. I don't know how, but congratulations. Let me know if it did show up in the server list, because it shouldn't. Foxsmith official, help you please. What do you need help with? Hey Jay, I have a CFX default server, but when I start it up, it's stuck at 0% preloading collision without any error. Is it literally just a base server with like a start.bat? Is that kind of what you're going with, and it's still not letting you in? You were thinking that Azure? I don't know. I've heard of. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Would be a decent hosting option. But what was the other one you named? So Zap hosting is the only official drag and drop like startup instant game server hosting FiveM has. But I would recommend doing it on a VPS and just run it yourself. If you have the ability to run it on a VPS, do it that way. I don't like Zap hosting's UI, and it's Microsoft. Yeah, I knew I recognized that somewhere. But yeah, you could do that if you wanted to use, if it's like a VPS or dedicated server. But FiveM requires that if you use any other hosting service, you have the root access to the server. It can't be like a game server unless it's Zap hosting. So Foxsmith official, what are you trying to need help with? Trying to find a host, or what are you trying to do? So Jay, you got it from Zap hosting. You put in over 120 resources in, but then when you tried to log in, it broke. There's no errors. Here's what I would try with that. If it's not loading with all your resources, your best bet is to comment out the lines, and I'll show you how to do that in your server.cfg. So you're going to open your server.cfg, and you're going to go and comment out all of the lines, kind of like I have here with a hashtag. All of your startup lines, just comment out. Join the server without any resources loaded and make sure it's working properly. If it works properly, go one by one and enable them and see which one you don't breaks when you try to join. Lieutenant Custom saying VPS, yeah. What server am I on? It is a local host server, which I'm just using for 5PD recording stuff, which someone managed to find in the server list, I think. But it's supposed to not show up in the server list. I purposely made it so it shouldn't. But it never works properly. Where are people getting their resources? There is a large market. So I get all of mine from the FiveM forums. Anything that's free, I tend to take a look at and try it out. But there are hundreds and thousands of paid resources since they introduced it a couple months back. And yes, people buy them like crazy. Some people build them. If you're a developer, you probably build them yourself. Is it in the server list? Are you guys able to find it in the server list? Because it literally shouldn't be doing that. It's like called recording server or something, but it literally shouldn't be in the server list. Maybe I should remove my channel name from it. Oh. I didn't uncommon the line to hide it. Oh, well. All right, lesson learned. Lesson learned. I'll uncomment it for when we restart it. You want to hop in until I restart the server? Feel free, I guess, if you can find it in the server list. Secured event system. Let's see what this is about. I use a Linux panel for my server. It says it's illegal or something, and it's not the server hosting. So here's the thing. I use Pterodactyl panel to run Minecraft stuff, and I know FiveM had a problem with them for a while, but I always was able to run it on there perfectly fine. But I know some people still have problems. But if you're having problems with it, just don't run it through the panel. Run it in the machine itself, like directly with like a start.fi or something. Or not on Linux. It's not start.bat, but a script to start up. I'm going to join. Can I talk to you? I'll probably not have in-game voice chat, at least enabled for the moment. Okay, apparently I am an idiot when it comes to keeping stuff out of the server list. That's funny. I don't mind having it up right now. You guys can mess around on it. It will be fixed by the time I restart it, though. Is a MSI GeForce 3060 12 gigabyte good? A 3060 at this point? I mean, it's decent. It's better than other cards like the 20 series, but if you can afford it, go for a 3080. I'm running a 3090 on my build right now, but if you can afford it, do 3080. Just the boost you get between the 60 and the 80 is pretty big. Foxfizz, don't be sorry. I just don't normally interact on voice chat a lot. Maybe I will, but you're running a 4090. Okay, I wanted to get one, but I have no money right now, so that's not happening. I gotta spend money on school. I gotta pay for university. I can't be spending on a 3090 or a 4090. Plus, a 3090 can still run this game with NVE at 80 FPS in 4K. I don't think I need to upgrade. But how do you like it? See, now you got me into it. How do you like the 4090? I ran a 1080 for years before I upgraded to a 3090. I kind of upgraded my whole build at the same time, like a year and a half ago, where I did the 3090, 64 gigs of RAM, everything like that. I'm running NVE and it is not hard to install. It's pretty easy to install, actually. At least for FiveM. It's like drag and drop for FiveM. 1050 Ti. You're running NVE max at 140. What resolution? Because I remember my 3090 at 4K was having a couple problems originally, but then I talked to the support team over there, and I spent a couple hours with them going through stuff, and now it's running perfectly with recording and streaming and everything at 80 FPS pretty stably in 4K. So that's pretty nice. You're on a 2060 and NV is fine. Hello, character in game. I don't know if those subscriber notifications at the top are working properly, but it's supposed to only do it when people subscribe. And there's been way more people subscribed apparently through those notifications than if it was real. But you know, maybe it's working. Maybe it's just repeating who subscribed recently. I don't know. But if it's working properly, then awesome. Might, hello. Welcome to the stream. Don't recommend a 1650. Low stream sniper, just vibing. Yeah, actual stream sniper. Are you building the server just for roleplay or just for fun? This server is the one I use for 5PD in our videos on the channel. So it's kind of for fun, just small groups of people can play on it. It's not supposed to be public, but everybody seems to be able to get on it anyway because I messed up my server.cfg a little bit. But I have a ton of resources if you want to trade. I don't trade resources. Discord linked in the description. Do I have a main one, like a main server that's public right now? I do not, and I don't plan to have one. I'll join some people's servers and just play around. I know I joined Quentin in chat. I joined his server. There's gonna be a video probably next week if I can get one done. Pretty fun. My Discord server is linked in the description. There's a FiveM community channel. We don't offer one-on-one support there because I've been asked not to by authors of resources. But you can still add me on Discord. Will you join my server? I may do another video where I go on random FiveM servers. Sounds kind of cool. Here's the thing with joining servers though. Personally, in my opinion, I like servers, but I'm gonna hop on. My schedule's very, very weird. You just got arrested? Are you in game? Like, are you in my server? Or are you in yours, Quentin? I don't know what you're talking about. Ideas for advertisements, like advertisements of, like advertising your FiveM server. I mean, you could advertise your FiveM server on you could do it on like the FiveM forums. I think they have like a server list place, right? You could do YouTubers. That's a good one, obviously. There's so many different ones you could do. Just getting it out there will probably help you get members. Make something unique though. You want to make something that people actually want to play and is unique. I got the Discord notification. I'll add you after the stream. Or I can do it on my second monitor. But for QB, Zayden, what do you mean? I hope you feel better. I just have a standard vMenu server with a money system. That sounds cool. vMenu is a cool resource. I like it. Oh my god, you're dancing. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna go to the airfield. Alright. I'll drive around in this F-18 we installed the other day for a moment. While I answer any other questions chat has. And try not to blow everybody's ears out. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll turn it down in the stream. You're typing with one hand. Interesting. You just added me on Discord? Cool. I accept it. VB banking, is that like a script for banks, or what do you mean by that? Like, what type of resource is it? I don't normally join Discord servers, mainly because I'm pretty much at my max of Discord servers in Discord right now. I'm in like 200 of them, so I don't normally join them unless I'm actively taking part in whatever they're doing. It's a bank system. I'll pull it up in a second. Let me just get a little higher and I can pull it up on my screen. VB banking. Everybody can find the server today, apparently. So it's for either QB core. So I can't load it in ESX QB core or VRP because I'm not running it. But I would assume you kind of just open it up like you would normally. Like it looks like there's an HTML, so there's probably like a config somewhere. Yeah, so you just go to one of these locations and probably press a button, and it would work. It is too cloudy up here. But my guess is you would go to one of those locations and press E or something and it would pop up. Well, for the couple people who are in game here, if you guys want to go to Sandy Shores Airfield, we could all spawn Blue Angel jets and try to do a formation flying. If you're interested. Isn't there like a good vMenu framework system? I've never heard of one. I know people use VRP or VRP. vMenu as like their core system. Someone's behind me. Oh, someone's behind me in that 15. If you look up on the server list BGHDDevelopment, it will pop up because I'm an idiot and didn't turn that off. Nice flying. This is going to end in both our deaths. I know it for a fact. What's the DM, Quentin? Are you guys doing a patrol today? Maybe I'll join. I don't know. Oh boy. Doing this with Streamlag's a terrible terrible idea. Absolute terrible idea. I'm gonna go to Santa Carol's Airfield. I'll get lined up on the just one of the runways. I'll just sit over here on the side taxi while we wait for some people to get in if you guys want to do it. If you want to spawn the jet, it's in vehicle spawner, add-on menu, planes. It will just be there. What do you mean, question mark, Fox? Any tips for TeamSpeak development? So like using TeamSpeak in FiveM, I know a lot of people use it for their radio scripts, and I know if you're using like Sonoran Cat or something, they have a radio script that works with it. I don't like TeamSpeak, but I know it's useful for when you're doing roleplay and stuff. TP'd to me and blew me up. That's all right. Preloading, yeah, there's a lot of... Luckily, so the way FiveM works with preloading stuff is if you... The first time you join a server, it preloads everything, so it's going to take a little while. But that's fine. Do I have a radio script? Not on this server, but I'm planning to do a video on the Sonoran one. So expect that to come out pretty soon. For all of our 5PD videos and stuff, we don't use radios. We just do Discord. Or in-game chat, view menu. How do I spawn custom weapons using vMenu? We can add them to the addons.json file. Use PMA voice? Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Welcome back, Sweet Vibes. Pretty much what we've done is we've just been going over resources, and then I'm an idiot and I left the server open. So a lot of people are going to join, and we're just going to try to do a formation flight while we're in here. So if you're interested in that, feel free to hop in. Just search BGHD. Lesson learned. But we have also tried public API, public transport API, and a couple of other things. Quentin, you were wondering about the phone script. What's the error you're getting with it? I can help on stream. Here, Frack. Yeah. Yep. I left the server open and didn't hide it correctly. So, if anyone wants to hop in and try it. Yeah, that's true. I misread the configuration. That's fine. What's funny is I actually did it for the video recording on my video recording server, but I didn't do it for my 5PD one, which is the one that I've been using to test all these resources on. Lesson learned. Hello, welcome to the chat, everybody. All the new streamer people. These streams are actually doing really well. I'm actually very happy with the turnout from all of them. I'm glad people are enjoying them. They're quite fun for me to do. You did the database thing wrong with Zap hosting. So Zap hosting, just make sure you're using their username, password, and stuff. Can you help me with installing a custom HUD? What HUD are you installing? You're the one that got me into FiveM deving? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Does it cost money to get EUP clothing in your server? This server has a max of 8 slots. So no. Technically. Technically, it's not something that I'm paying for. But if you have more than 8 slots and you're doing like a public server, you have to pay for it. It's Aiden, yeah. It is something different. I'm enjoying it though. There's a lot of cracked jets around here. I know someone's flying a jet around here. Though I can't see a server list because OneSync disables users when they're too far from you. But I think we have at least 4 people in the server right now. How can you get people to join your server without like hosting on Zap hosting or something? I knew there's... Yeah, I knew there was somebody flying around. You need to port forward if you're hosting locally and you want people to join you. So port forward 30120 and people will join. PHP my admin stuff with the MySQL async. Yeah, I don't like how FiveM handles. I wish FiveM handles PHP like, or not PHP, MySQL natively inside of each resource config rather than in the overall config, but you know, can't get everything you want. Preloading still? All right, fair enough. That's a big plane. You crashed. Watch this wing hit me. Yep. Yep, that's nice. You port forwarded and still didn't work? You need to reach out to your internet service provider. They should be able to help you out. That's what I had to do when my port forwarding didn't work when I was doing it. Sandy Shores, Nicholas. It takes you so long to load. You're at 56 out of 109. Yeah, so here's the thing with loading up resources. The first time you load up resources in your server, it's going to take a very long time. Any new server you join, it's going to take a very long time. But every time since then, all the resources are going to be cached in your FiveM. So you'll never have to load them again, regardless of the server you're on. So it will load faster every other time. Only the first time is really, really slow. It is a dead plane. True. I'm running OX MSQL for someone with Linux, and it works better than MySQL Async. Isn't OX MySQL newer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's newer. Your Discord name? Noodles3212, but you can find it in... It's linked in the description, my Discord server. The Discord server is mainly used for my Minecraft development stuff, but there's some FiveM channels for community stuff in there. Even OX is 2 years old? Okay. But it does still get updates almost every week. All right. Well, as long as it's updated. Always use something that's updated and is for the latest versions. Quentin, is there any errors, or like, is it just not connecting? Like, what's the bug with it? It's also faster with stuff. Yeah, it probably is. Anything that's commonly updated is probably going to be faster than anything that's 2 years old, especially with new stuff. The Jinx King, if you're wondering what phone Quentin's using in chat, it's NPWD, I think it's called. Something like that. Any errors, Quentin, in the console when you're starting? Because if it's not popping up, then there's an error somewhere. You added me on Discord? Cool. I'll make sure to accept it. For NPWD, you do need a certain core script. I did a video on it last week, and I think it requires it requires like 3 or 4 resources. Yeah, we'll come over to Sandy. I'm gonna head back to Sandy Shores Airfield. No errors in console? That's a weird one. A plane does not need to stop that quickly. Yeah, I can sync weather. I load here with not even 1 megabyte.
Hey.
Wanna hop in a jet?
Hey, Noodles.
You wanna hop in a jet?
Hold on. I can't hear shit. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Hold on.
I can hear you. Gotta love V menu. Have I done a sounds resource? I have, or I haven't done a video on it, but I'm going to. It's planned. I'm gonna go ahead and line up on the thing. What's the cheapest hosting service? Zap hosting, probably, if you're not self-hosting. Have you done a sounds resource? Or I already answered that. What am I reading? Can everybody play on my server, or do I need zap hosting? Everybody can play on your server if you port forward. If you don't port forward, you need something like zap hosting. Yeah, you can lead. We'll follow the leader. Whoever's in front is leading. Will you follow the leader? Just follow whatever the first person in front does. Server side Siren and LVC 3.0. Yes, soon. Probably next week. Oh, we have 4 jets now. That's awesome. Oh boy, one of us is gonna die in this though. Someone's gonna be not paying attention, or there's gonna be some sort of delay and everybody's gonna die. I'm gonna head out and get some sleep. That's a good idea. Getting sleep is a really good idea. I should get more sleep. I was up till... Oh boy. Okay, jet number 2 down in the water. I think we've lost 3 jets. It's only 2 of us left. I'm gonna land at the military base. We'll land at the military base and let everybody catch up again. But yeah, I need more sleep. I was up till 1 a.m. recording 5PD the other day. But thanks for joining the stream. Glad you were here. Hopefully we'll see you next time. I love how you can literally like just float this thing on the ground. Okay, we have 3 jets here. Is that everybody in the server? I don't know. I can't view who's in the current server. That's what I would also like. A one sync, a better one sync type resource. For serverless people in the server. Just like exactly like FiveM has default, but like that works with one sync so you can see everybody. Oh, someone's in a Hydra. Hi, Hydra. Unless that's the AI jet. I don't know. I'm gonna just line up on the runway here. I think I can view everybody. Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I be in front? Sure. So we have 4 other people and then someone else just joined. So if you want to join, come meet us here. We'll get in formation. And you can fly a little bit. I don't know if anybody else is wanting to come. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. We have 5 other people. Yeah, cue Top Gun music. If it didn't get me copyrighted, I would. What's the name of the server? BGHD. You can find it. Because I'm an idiot. No. I love voice chat. All I'm asking is people in the server, don't get me banned from YouTube for saying stuff in voice chat, please. Because that would be unfortunate. That'd be very unfortunate. All right, for the people who added me on Discord, I've gone ahead and accepted your friend requests. Thank you for adding me. Quentin, it should be, if you type BGHDdevelopment, it should pop up, but I'll DM you if you want it. Alright. Alright, I DM'd it to you, Quentin, if you want it. Nice. Nice move there. And then when it comes to no errors in the console, that's a weird one with the phone resource. Does it show it starts at all in the console, or is it like not starting at all, not showing anything with the resource to, at all. You're in the loading screen. Hey, can I land real quick? Sure, I'll land. And are you using Zap, Quentin? I don't remember. I may have an idea if you're using Zap. All right, I'll come in for a landing at the military base. Yeah, Zap, did you press set FTP permissions after you uploaded everything? Yep, do that. That's probably why. You can lead the flight, sure. I'm gonna back up and wait on the runway here to answer a couple more questions, and then I'll let everybody else get in if you want. But I'm just gonna wait right here. Anybody who wants to get in can get in. I can't open your inventory HUD. Is that in like ESX or something? If it is, I would check your key bindings first of all, and then check for errors in case you have any other problems. You're able to connect. Royal Wind, when is the next stream? Good question. Maybe tomorrow? Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, like, maybe 11:30. I got a class in the morning, but I could probably stream for an hour or so tomorrow. Or I could do an afternoon stream and stream for longer. Let me know what you guys want. Or I could do a Tuesday morning stream. We'll see how busy my week gets. But if you have a preferred time, let me know, because I'm new to all this. How do you make a whitelist form? I don't think you can pay for whitelists. I don't think that's allowed in FiveM's TOS. But you could just make like a whitelist form on like Google Forms or something and send it out as an application. I think you can only make people pay through TebX for in-game items, if I remember correctly. Any resource that shoots flares from jets? I used to have that working in-game, but it doesn't, for some reason, work anymore. But I would love to figure out how I fixed it the first time. I think I was using this resource for a while, but it's been archived. It was like, it allows for countermeasures and bombs, but I don't think it's running anymore. Preloading collisions and 57 out of 109. We'll wait for a couple more minutes. Is there a way to completely disable your showing your server in your server list? There is, and I messed up in this video, which is why people are actually in game. You can, in the server.cfg, I will show you. But let me do it off camera so I don't leak the rest of the things I need. There. I disabled... I got rid of the recon password I leaked yesterday. You can uncomment SV Master 1, so there's no hashtag in front of it. And your server will not show up. I had it commented, which means it did show up. So people just search for BGHD recording server, and it showed up for everybody. So, you know. Now you know how to disable it. Just do a better job than I did. Oh my god. Tap back in for a moment. Nice landing skill, though. Yeah, you can't... You know servers that pay for membership? Yeah. I don't think you're supposed to do that. FiveM probably would not like your server if you did that. I'm going to download this resource and install it. Maybe we can get flares working. Because I would like it working again. I swear I had it before, but... I'm going to add this to my server.cvk. Ensure the name of the resource. Flares and bombs. Refresh. Alright. Let's go ahead and test this. I can spawn a saved vehicle. Or unless this one has an option for flares. It does not. Does someone want to spawn a vehicle with flares and test it out? You didn't land, you... Yeah. I don't know how you would land that here, because the wings tips are bigger than the things on the side of the runway. Oh. Ah, there's the vehicle that supports flares. I recognize that one. Make sure you just add flares in your mod menu, though. But hopefully flares work. I would like them to work again. I can test it real quick while we wait for people to get in anyway. Oh, they do work. Awesome. I don't know why it broke the first time I did it then. Okay, so I don't know why there's a helicopter camera in this helicopter, so that's super broken. It shouldn't be that, but it does fire the flares. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that works. I just have to now edit the thing to make it... Oh, and it has bombs, so you can drop bombs. Well, that's gonna be fun. It's broken with the heli camera, but very cool. Quentin, if you want to have them, if you want to DM them the name, feel free. I don't mind. I think there's a way to DM somehow. What are the key bindings in ESX inventory HUD? I don't know since I don't run it, but you can probably, if it's not on the resource page, search the config file for the FiveM key bindings. And if you don't know the FiveM key bindings, you can look in their documentation under controls and you can see all of them. You're looking for a number between 0 and like 350, 60, something like that. And you can run it with that. Very nice bombing and flares. They do look good. I'm glad it works now. There is a bug with that script though. If you die, I think you get stuck and you have to restart. So just don't die while you're stuck in the menu for bombing. At least there was a bug like that last time. That uniform's so glitchy over there. I have a smoke script in here. It's like Slack smoke color, but it doesn't work. I wish it did. But someone fired a missile at it. Those flares don't seem to be doing anything. Do you think I need to put in the config equals unbracketed? It depends on the type of resource it is. If it is, if it's something that works for it. Oh boy. If you want to revive, it's /revive if you got killed. There's no cooldown or anything on it. Oh, no reticle? Yeah, there is no reticle on here. We installed that the other day too. Right about that. So how do you see planes from a smaller or farther distance? You can't. That's oh boy. That is, what do you call it? I can't think of it now. That is one sync. That's the name of it. That's one sync that prevents that. When I revive my pad, it changes to Michael and my menu doesn't work anymore. That's weird. Never heard of that happening. Were you like in the bomb menu? Because it couldn't do that. Unless you have something in your vMenu settings that would do that. Well, this is one we installed the other day, I think. For plain smoke. But I don't think it worked. Plain underscore smoke? Is that what it was called? Well, it was scripts underscore smoke. Is that what we ended up naming it? Yeah, it was. We never got it to work, unfortunately. $31 and 70% in? Okay. I'm gonna stream for a while today. A little bit while, so you have some time. Maybe revive is the problem? I mean, slash revive shouldn't be a problem. I've never had a problem with it. What's your ID in game? I could try reviving you. Oh my god, there's a lot of people in here. I've never had a problem with revive on the server. Oh, it's a problem on your server? It would probably be, yeah, so it would be whatever you're using fax revive with hotkeys. So it probably is whatever your revive script is. Can I tab in for a second? Yeah.
Hey, Dev, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can. I don't know if you can hear me.
Sorry about that. Not in game, but on your stream, yeah.
Okay. Then I won't talk in game. It's gonna there's gonna be a delay.
Okay. One thing is I sat there and I just texted you on Discord. I'm hitless Fox. Can you? I need your advice. Please.
Yeah, I'll respond after the stream today.
It's very, very important to me.
Yeah. I just got like 30 DMs, but I will reply to them throughout after the stream today. So I will get through them at the end of the stream. Oh, that's cool. If you know the fix for Foxy, please let them know in chat, because that would be good to know. Did I push? There's another guy in here. Oh my god.
That guy, he's having an issue with his vMenu thing in his server, right?
I don't know if he's having a problem with vMenu. I think he's having a problem with the revive script. Oh, wait, the smoke is working now? Oh, sorry. I don't know if it's on fire or if this is the smoke from the trail. But either way, my get is smoking. So I guess... Is there like a key binding to turn on the smoke? Because this is clearly not smoke, like fire smoke. This is clearly the smoke script that just decided to start working all of a sudden. That's so weird. But yeah, if anybody sent me a Discord message, I will reply toward the end of the stream. I'm not going to do it while I'm live, though. It just breaks my concentration too much. Eye crack. So what is this smoke button? Is it E? If anyone can figure out the smoke button, that would be very nice. Oh, it's down on the D-pad. So if I do / smoke color blue, will it change to blue? No, so your only smoke is black. Well, that's okay. It still looks cool. Someone's game crashed. Send me a Discord message. Okay, I will look at it after the stream, most likely. If it's about a resource... Okay, you just sent... I do see the message you sent about that menu system. I don't see anything there that would be like a key binding type thing. So you may need to ask the author of the resource what your thing is. What's the script I have for Helicam? It is one that I actually installed... yesterday. If you want the link to it, I can send it. I like it. It's my new favorite script. I think in FiveM for a while. There you go. Do you have a passenger? What do you mean by passenger? And Quentin, you said you're moving ahead with whitelisting. That's probably a good idea. I think whitelisting servers is better than having them public. Yeah, you guys are... Quentin, I think you guys are running a 1 game build out of date. If I remember correctly. Because I think we're on 266 something. Oh, EUP stuff? Okay. That makes sense. The color change works? Doesn't work for me. Smoke color like red? It doesn't change the color. Only makes it... It's only black. You died? If you died in this server, just type /revive. You'll respawn. It's instant. There's no permissions or anything required for it. Whee. It does look like it's on fire and about to crack. I do give you that. I said that's what I originally thought it was until I realized the script actually was working. Because I didn't know the button to enable it, and then because I randomly pressed it, so. It does look cool. I'm sorry people are having game crashes. I've never seen them before. I'm dead. I'm dead. All right, let me go ahead and look at chat a little bit, and I gotta open up this resource file as well. Let me close out of anything that I don't have open. I do want to find one or two more things to do right now for our resources while we wait for anybody else to load in before we do our final flight of the live stream. Hopefully we can have quite a few people flying. Oh, the crack is from your end. No worries. If it was something from my end, just let me know. The smoke's supposed to be one synced across all players, theoretically. Yeah, if you reset player model after death is one way of doing it. If you're using vMenu, at least, there's also an option to respawn as default MP character under MISC settings. That's one that I know we do in 5PD. Sorry to hear that, Fox Smith official. No worries. Hopefully you feel better, and hopefully I see you on a stream some point this week. Let's see here. We have not that many other resources. Call you Fox? Of course. I may forget that at some point, but just remind me if I do. FiveM GTA 6 will break the internet. I think we're still pretty far out. I think we're pretty far out from that. Sounds good, Fox. Feel better though. But yeah, I think FiveM's gonna try to do stuff with GTA 6. But Rockstar Rockstar probably doesn't like FiveM already, and I know they are just dealing with it because it would be a PR nightmare if they took it down again. But I don't know if they're gonna stand for it when we get to GTA 6. We'll see what they do. Do I know of any good spike strip scripts? I do not. No. Yeah, it's at least 2 years out. I agree with you then. I agree, at least 2 years out. RageM? Like Rage plugin hook M or like Rage their game engine? Or you mean like the other one, the other FiveM type of software? I do Rage a lot in 5PD at least. I need a loading screen. If it was a public server, I probably would. Oh my god. If it was a public server, I probably would. But this is not a public server, so I don't think I need one. If it was a public server, I would totally use one. You can do Slack Revive, Nathan, by the way. That's how you got murdered there. A $2 billion budget, AI drivers that actually make decisions as a pre-sex movement. The Helicam is great. I really like it. I was using an outdated version of an old one for a long time, like 2 years, and I finally updated this one and I'm very happy with it. How do I add money into your vMenu server? You'll need a resource that handles money. You'll need some type of resource that handles money, kind of like a framework, but try to find one that's standalone that handles money, which is hard. But yeah, it does take a long time to load into the server, for the first time at least. I don't know a resource that's standalone that does money outside of the QB Core ESX and VRP, unfortunately. You mean the software that Grand RP uses? Yeah. That there will be. Okay, I think here's my estimation, and in 2 years or whenever FiveM 6 or GTA 6 comes out, you can prove me wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. They're gonna try to make a third-party server thing for it, and Rockstar's not gonna stand for it with the new game. They'll probably shut it down. That's my estimation. Or at least maybe not Rockstar, maybe Take-Two would do it. But if they start threatening their money, and I'm surprised FiveM hasn't gotten in trouble for doing paid resources or even taking a cut of any percentage of the server, or even doing their Patreon, I'm surprised FiveM hasn't gotten in trouble for it. Why don't they like FiveM? It's a business decision. If I was Rockstar, I wouldn't. Even though FiveM is great, looking at it from a business decision, FiveM is a nightmare. True, any server does take a while to load in. Oh my god, you're dancing on the top of my plane. Oh my god, you have the... How interesting. Yeah, any server does take a while to load in for the first time. I guess it's ridiculous. It takes a while. How do I download cars to your vMenu ESX server? Same way as any other server. You just download the cars, stream them to your folder, and then if you're using vMenu, we went over it for an hour and a half yesterday. So if you watch the VOD from yesterday's stream, you can see how we install cars into vMenu, so you can use them in the add-on menu. But there is a way to do it for that way too. Does it cost money to download cars? No. Well, unless you're using like a paid pack. If you're using a free pack, no. All right. See how many people we have in here. We have a full server. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna go line up on the end of the runway. If anyone else wants to come, feel free to come line up. We can do a try to do a formation flight, which is going to end really badly. But if you want to come line up, come line up. Here's the thing. This is what I think Rockstar is doing with RedM right now. I think they're going to completely ignore it, just like they do for FiveM, because they have given up on developing Red Dead. I mean, I play Red Dead Online for fun. It's the same it was 3 years ago. Very little changes on that. So I don't think they're going to care. But the second that GTA 6 comes out and it starts the... and like if 6M or whatever comes out, if it starts hurting their profit margins, Rockstar will do something about it. That's exactly what happened with OpenIV when they banned it because it was... able to look at multiplayer files, because the second it took a look on GTA Online files, Rockstar was like, no. Because that would allow them to look at how they're releasing stuff, and GTA Online is where they make all their money. So if you just look at what Rockstar thinks about money, that is how to tell what they're going to take down or not. It's that simple. This plane needs a horn. That'd be interesting. All right. For the 3 people here, number 5, go ahead and lead. Me and 1 will take up the rear, and whoever else wants to join in, just come fly around and find us. So go whenever you're ready. I could talk about so many different resources and so many things legally with FiveM and Rockstar, but I would get into like a spiral where my business decisions are different than my personal decisions. So it's a lot different. As a business owner doing development stuff, I understand exactly what Rockstar does. As a player, I don't. I don't like all the things they do. So I tend to don't get into it a lot. Is VB banking a money resource? I think it is a resource to hook into ESX, VRP, or QB Core to use ATMs and banks. I don't think it's a I don't think it's a banking, like a money resource. Hey, look, a helicopter. Terrible at flying planes. I like using controllers. It makes it a lot easier. It's still pretty bad though. It's not a flight simulator. Maybe I do love flight simulators, so maybe I'll do a live stream on a flight simulator at some point. You're at 84% in. Nice. I don't know how you're keeping up to us in that helicopter. I don't know if you're F2ing or if it's just a fast helicopter, but kind of crazy that you're able to catch up to us at all. You lost us all. We're by the port. We can go over the airport. Okay, the helicopter's for sure F2ing. That makes sense now. I'm like, how are you catching up to us? We'll go over the airport. Even with the controller, every time I try to land and crash, it's not just, it's like GTA with, not just with GTA with a flight sim too. I have a yoke for the flight sim, which works a lot better. Do you know of a phone that is easy to download for ESX servers? I don't know particular for ESX, but still the resource that we did last week, the NPWD phone, is my suggestion. And Quentin, I do think your problem is with the set FTP permissions thing. So make sure to try that after the stream. That will probably fix their problem. One of these days I'm going to miss one of those turns and I'm going to crash like crazy. Oh. There's a crash on the airfield. Someone missed a turn. Yeah, it should be easier with a yoke. I don't know in GTA though. It's a little different. I prefer an Xbox controller for GTA, but... Oh, you hit the heli and I missed a turn. I was looking at chat. I was trying to go around the heli, but go really close to it. Clearly I went head on though. Try to hit me with a flare. Here's a question for everybody in chat. Would you want me to do more RedM tutorials too? It's been a while since I've done anything for RedM. Since we're talking about all the different games. No. Stick with FiveM. I could probably stick with FiveM. Oh my god, is that an AI or an actual player? Okay. Well, I didn't even hit it. And it still killed me. FiveM? Alright. We can stick with FiveM. That's fine. You're 90%, 95% loaded in? Cool. We'll hang around the airport for a little bit. Another 10 so minutes before the end of the stream. It's been a nice stream today. We worked on public transport AI, messed around for a while, and everybody found my IP. They joined the server. So, good for you guys. It'll be different by the time the video is over, by the time the live stream's over. Did I do streaming cars last stream? I did go over streaming cars to vMenu's add-on menu. And I quickly went over how to do it, just like put the files where they are in the thing. I do recommend doing the video that we did on streaming vehicles because it's a lot more in depth. So that's what I would look at if you're really wanting to stream vehicles. I have 2 videos on them in the FiveM playlist. That's what I would recommend taking a look at though. If you're looking for vMenu add-on menu, like adding cars to the add-on menu, watch yesterday's stream. Please, can we join your server next time? Probably. I'll leave it open. I'll raise the slots too, if you really want to. You got some progress? Luckily, no. The IP that my server runs off of is not my PC's IP. So, even though this is local hosted at this point, it's not going to be the same IP I use for stuff. So, it's a different IP. Thanks to my residential connection that's actually a business connection. So, my ISP is pretty nice about it. Oh boy, I don't know what happened there. Can you show me how to get a passport register menu for when you join the server? I would use something, I think ESX Identity does that. Something called Identity. I don't remember the name of it exactly. But what I've heard, that's a resource that does it. It's part of the easy installer in ESX, I think. Oh, it's the person in the chat, I think, that's firing at people. Oh, we have multiple jets. Everybody's using normal jets that have weapons now. That's a Hydra. They're all trying to kill a helicopter using God mode. It should be /revive if I remember correctly. Oh boy. I don't know how I avoided that one. That was close. How to download a job menu? It's also probably part of the default resources in ESX, I would assume. I mean, your best bet's the forums for all these questions. Like, you could look up ESX job menu and you'll probably find 30 or 40 results. And you just pick the one you want. That works. Welcome back, Quentin. What is QB Core, though? It's another framework. So when your IP is different than the actual server or machine, does it make it harder for people to attack your server? No, it means they could attack that IP, but it's not going to brick my computer or brick my network. My ISP runs it off of a... It's like I'm running it off a server that is a VPS or something, even though it's my local network. It's not, it's like kind of like proxied off in a way. that most ISPs don't support that unless you're on a business connection or have a reason for it. My ISP was just nice enough to give it to me. But it's not available to everyone. It's not a feature that works like at all at any point in the time. Sorry for your parachute. I cut the parachute and then you got blown up by the jet. GC phone, was that the one that we looked at earlier? Possibly. Though, since we just did a phone resource, it may be a little while till I do another one. I'm going to try to do LuxArt sirens and stuff for the next tutorial. We have 5PD already scheduled throughout the week, so you'll get 5PD videos throughout the week, but given that I've been doing 2 hours of tutorials a day on live streams, I haven't done any video tutorials for the week yet. But I may get to it. Roleplay videos. The name of the server we're on right now, if you type our BGHD, the channel name, you'll see it. It's not supposed to be public, but it is for some reason. Here's the question I wanted to ask everybody watching this video. Tutorials will remain, but would you prefer more 5PD or do you want like an RP type thing? Because I was thinking of doing both 5PD, just the local chase me stuff, and RP, but I was wondering if you have any other ideas of stuff you want to see. I know right now pretty popular is like a FiveM staff series, but I don't think I'm going to want to do one of those. I don't have a public server. RP. Okay, so RP would be a little bit better. So here's the thing. For your VPS, you should only need one IP address. Even if you get a second one, it doesn't really matter. Because it's going to reroute to the same place anyway. RP scenarios? Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, we'll do some more RP. I did a test video on Quentin's server the other night with Wolf from our 5PD series. So maybe I'll edit that together. I did record it. I didn't think I was going to release it, but if you guys all want RP, I guess I could release it and see how it does. 5PD? Yeah, don't worry. 5PD's not going anywhere. I have 6 videos waiting for me to edit them for 5PD this week alone, so it's not going anywhere. But I would like to start an RP series probably. Though most of the people I play 5PD with, they only do basic RP stuff with me. They probably wouldn't do law enforcement. Would you be interested in Civ stuff or would you want LEO stuff? 5PD, okay, so 5PD is a script resource. You're in an anti-aircraft gun. 5PD is a script resource that is like a AI LSPDFR type thing for FiveM, but it became more since YouTubers like, oh boy, Barry Bugs, Jeff, and those guys, they started with it and used the resource for videos, and then they just started doing chase, like FiveM Chase Me, GTA Chase Me, just among friends, and that just got renamed 5PD in a way. So I just call it both. I call it 5PD AI, and then I call it 5PD Chase Me. As 2 different things, but overall they're pretty much the same thing. Are they working on 5PD for firefighters? I don't think so. I think they're doing 5PD recoding 5PD. I don't think they're doing a firefighter version of it. I think that was an April Fool's joke for the firefighter version. Do Civ stuff? All right, I can start. I can start with Civ stuff. I can start with Civ stuff. I'll probably do Civ stuff with groups, and then anytime I'm alone, I could do LEO. All right. I should probably put flares on this thing. Flares, please. What's the button to fire flares? Oh, shoot. See, the flares won't fire on this. I don't understand why they don't fire on this one. I know they work, but why don't they fire? Oh boy, I'm being shot. I'm pressing E. Yeah, it doesn't work. Like the A10 just doesn't have flares for some reason. Oh boy, I don't have any flares. Ah, boy, dead. I don't know why the flares didn't work on that one. It's weird. We are at the main airport. LAX in real life, but I don't know what they call them here. ISA or something. Why is your server root at Antarctica? What do you mean? I just blew myself up. If you're talking about server tags, it's just on default. Oh, just when I started my plane. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I didn't even get off the ground. All right, I'm gonna spawn all the way in the sky this time. Well, I went head on into an anti-aircraft gun, so. Oh boy. I had a feeling that wasn't gonna go well. If we did a patrol after stream, would you join? Maybe. I don't have anybody else on with me right now. And I should be getting some food. But maybe I would. That's for blowing me up. Oh, and I got killed by the anti-aircraft gun. Nope. Oh no, the stream caught up. They know what I was gonna do. Yes! My anti-aircraft gun. Get on it! Don't turn around quickly! Oh no. Perfect weapon to kill me. Visual mod name, NV. I'm running NV. Alright, trying LEO would be interesting. Maybe I will. Maybe I will join. Alright, I need to kill everybody who's killed me once at least. You're going to die right now. Where's that helicopter? I've heard you for the whole time. Is LO free? Oh, there's a helicopter. What do you mean LO is free? And I've been killed in the back. Is like the graphics pack free now? You're flying an Avenger with no blade spinning. That's interesting. Good luck. Oh, you're alive? Oh, no, you're not. You got one engine out. Nope, you lost all your engines. Nope, no, you didn't. Oh, I've been killed. What is the best key binding for a phone when you have V menu at F1? Probably F2. Uh-oh. Plane's invincible. Who's trying to kill me? Someone somewhere. I think I've made enemies. Oh, I saw a shot. I saw 2 shots. Oh, they're on the roof. Just keep going down the list. If F2 is busy, try F3. Officer down. Plane down. Well, I think we're gonna probably call the stream here. But hopefully you did enjoy. Obviously it was a surprise to me that the fireworks sound cool. Surprise to me that everybody was able to join, but I'm glad that people seem to have fun. Very cool. Oh boy, firework! I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Everything's fine. But thanks so much for hanging out, having fun. And if you want to join tomorrow, I'll do a stream tomorrow afternoon. So, probably. If everything goes well, I'll do a stream tomorrow afternoon. But have a great rest of your day, everyone. Happy Sunday, and enjoy the rest of your time. So thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks very much for playing, hanging around. And we'll be back tomorrow for another stream. Make sure to subscribe. Go check out FivePD yesterday if you haven't already. It's a good video. I do recommend it. It's gonna be good. You should go watch it. Here it is. It's a good start. I hit a cop off a bike. So go check it out if you can. Give it some likes too. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.